All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. One card for each sign. We split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you. Okay, what are they thinking and feeling? Fuck all that, right? What are they thinking and feeling? I'm going to tell you right now, you're staring at a devil. We've had at least a couple of readings lately with either 2 or 3 devils that have come out in them. One of them was a triple devil energy weather update, okay? I mean, fucking hell. What is going on? Let me tell you what I did here, okay? Because this is from a cut. I picked up the deck. It had a 4 of Wands at the bottom. I shuffled 3 times. It had a 7 of Cups after the shuffle 3 times. I cut the deck. I then cut the deck. It usually gives me a theme energy if I do that. Here's the theme energy. It's the devil. Crossed by an 8 of Wands. I mean, it's, again, what are they thinking and feeling? Somebody here is probably probably you should pay attention to one or both, probably both, of the readings with me this week. There was one where we had a double devil. That I don't know if that was Tuesday's reading or Thursday's reading. We had a double devil. That's wicked important here. That energy is here. You got somebody with some issues, you know. I think you have the power to put their issues to rest. I think a lot of you, I see that a lot in the Taurus angle, and angle number 2. That person's got some past issues they haven't dealt with, and you're actually kind of the key to it. Right? So I think that applies. It bleeds over because you're all part of a cycle. It bleeds over onto everybody. I think on some level you're all in that boat. I got somebody here who's paranoid that things are over. Here's what they're thinking and feeling. Oh, it's done. It's, oh, why bother? It's done. Oh, why bother? I just keep going back and forth. It's not done. The universe is screaming, probably sending them signs, all kinds of things. It's the rebirth portion of death. They think it's dead. The universe says it's not. There's a 6 of Swords, and there's the world. Okay? I mean, I don't know. I just couldn't believe it when I saw that fucker again. He may come back in the reading. I'm going to shuffle for the reading right now. I have no idea. We've had so many devils lately. But like I said in last week's reading, it's in the soulmate cycle. It's out in the world. There's a wall of consequences energy that's about to drop. In the soulmate cycle, well, it applies to both because the soulmate cycle is a direct reflection of societal energies, but we'll just stick with the soulmate cycle. There's a lot of bad decisions that have been made on the DM's part. They're just bad. It's just wrong. It's guerrilla math is what I like to call it. Out in the world with the economics and things like that, it's guerrilla math. It's like, are you just making that up? Do you think that's a good thing? I mean, yeah, it's like that. It's sort of like the DMs and the soulmate cycle are the same way, you know. And there's consequences that come from it, you know. Out in the world, we see it as higher prices and jobs going away, but in the soulmate cycle, we see it as that devil and 8 of Wands and 10 Swords, and what I said in that reading with Steve, what I said around the fact that it makes them feel good to make you feel bad. It's a hang-up, okay, of some kind. You might think as the outside observer that are they trying to hurt me? You know, you might think it's not. It's just the devil energy taking over. And it makes you feel good to take something away from someone else. It's that kind of energy. It's a takeaway energy. All right, it is what it is. Let's see where we go. You know, the only way to get rid of devil energies is to acknowledge them. That's all. They're very weak. They're just static energies. It always amazes me that people get captivated by them in the first place. You got to be super low vibration. I mean, they start at like 19 hertz. I mean, so it's like, how low are you that you get captivated by this shit? But you do. Usually through the influence of other people in some capacity. It's like a herd mentality. People go along. Oh, well, if everybody's doing that, I'm going to do that. The DM cycle behaves the same way, you know. I think a lot of the DMs get their ideas about relationships from movies and TV shows. But I think they're watching the wrong movies and TV shows. I'll tell you what. Let's see where we go. What are they thinking and feeling? All right, let's go. It's important you understand all this shit. Because I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that devil's coming back. Because I got the 5 of Pentacles right there. Somewhere, probably in the top row, there might be a devil. It's possible. It could be in the middle of the deck. I have no idea. I was just shuffling and talking. 5 of Pentacles. It does tie. This was a very, very, very big card in one of those readings with Steve. I believe it was the Thursday reading. I believe it was Pluto retrograde interacting with having semi-sextile with the North Node. And I think the Pluto retrograde is really affecting the DMs. They're doubling down on crazy. They're doubling down on the devil energy. They're refusing to acknowledge it, refusing to acknowledge that they may love you and may want you and want you in their life. They just keep, I'm going to leave Steve's viewer out in the cold. I'm going to make myself, and it makes them feel good. I think we had some kind of 9 of cups that was crossing in the 3D energy on top of like a devil. There was a devil somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I said 2 devils in the, or something like that. May have even been 3 devils in that one. I don't remember. There's devils everywhere. I'm just explaining these specific frequencies of devil energy. Their takeaway. You enjoy taking candy from a baby. In this devil energy that's around right now, you would, if you were caught up in it fully, you would go around, if there was a little child with a little lollipop or something, you'd enjoy taking it from them. And you'd stand there and wait for the little fucker to cry so that you could really soak in that enjoyment. It is that kind of energy. It feels like somebody's trying to hurt you, but they're not. They're not actually trying to hurt. It is just that static energy. They know not what they do in as far as the DMs and the soulmate cycle if they're part of that devil energy, those frequencies. It's about 3 frequencies, like I said. It's an energetic recipe. So here it is. It's right here. It's reflecting right here. And it ties back to that reading with Steve. So that's our overall energy. I don't know where the devil's going to come out, but I'm sure it's somewhere. We don't clarify this reading. We ask what they're thinking and feeling. We're just splitting the cycle into 12 pieces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. I will put the sign names there, but they're just for reference. I could just as easily use car names. Okay? Doesn't matter. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. Depends what kind of free will decisions you've made. All right? And if you find yourself out there in the world enjoying taking things away from people, whatever it is, denying people, saying no to an invitation because you know they won't go if you, or can't go if you don't go, and you feel like you kind of enjoy that, be careful. Question that energy, right? You're getting caught up in it a little bit. It's junk food energy. It tastes good though. It does. It has it. People get caught. Even higher vibrational people can get caught up in this energy a little bit because it tastes nice, you know. I mean, I'm not supposed to eat cake, but if you stick a piece of cake in front of me, I'll probably devour it if you're not looking, right? Anyway, right here, our story starts with Aries position 1, ends with Pisces position 12. Let's do it. 9 out of 12 should resonate with you, give or take. Where do we go? This is the most closely related to that. 10 swords. What did I just say? What did I just get to? What? Am I not here? I said takeaway. 10 swords. And did it. Somebody thinks it's over with you. They're done, right? They're done. It's not. The death card's still there. It's not. It's not done. But they think it is, and it makes them feel. It makes them feel okay. This energy likes that. It likes to say no, even to something fantastic. Daddy, can we go to Disneyland? No. Okay. Oh, it likes that, right? Normally, you don't want to say no to the little buggers, right? But no, it feels good. It feels good to say no. Okay? Feels good that it's over. Pay attention to, I think, Thursday's reading. It's extremely important because it's showing up. Position 2, Taurus. All right. I just talked about it, right? The 8 of Wands. Somebody's reaching out, but I don't think you're good. They're thinking about reaching out, but they're thinking about reaching out in a way that is self-serving. It's self-serving, okay? They're thinking about reaching out in a way that's self-serving, all right? All right, here we go. Right here. Gemini, position 3. 3 of Pentacles. You're this person's, somebody else is affected. It's a 3. And it's not always a third energy. You know I don't always read it that way. Somebody else, the person that controls your person that we always talk about, they're not necessarily preventing somebody from having your person from having a fresh start, but somebody thinks that if they go toward you, they're going to bring you trouble because of that person, so that's why they're not coming towards you. That's the leave it out in the cold 10 swords with that person. This is actually respectable. I actually appreciate that. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think you care. Okay? I think you figure whoever that King of Wands, they usually show up as a King of Wands or some sort of authority figure. Whoever that third person is that's controlling your person, I think you figure you could kick their ass. Go ahead, come on in. You'd rather have the person and lose a fight to the King of Wands than not have the person because they're afraid to bring the fight to you. Right? You follow? Okay? Sure. I can dig that. You know what's next, right? You know that the all signs position, the fucking theme energy of everything, you knew it had to happen. You knew it had to happen. There it is. There's something here for everybody. The devil applies to everyone. Look at that. It's everything I already told you about this devil energy. I don't need to repeat myself. Okay? The taking candy from a baby, the whole thing, right? It's whether it's in the world or in the soulmate cycle, it seems like the DM side is trying to hurt the DF side. Are you trying to hurt me? You know, that kind of a thing. They're not. It is just this energy. It's captivating. You know, it really is. I don't know what to tell you. I've already talked about it. I'm not going to redo it. But I do know it's tied also to here, which is also feedbacking off of that and that. The Leo soap opera is a devil and a 10 of swords and 8 of wands in that order and a tower. Something going on here, kids. In the Leo soap opera, number 5, position 5, slice number 5. Something big going on. Somebody's saying things that are ending things. And it's being brought to you by this. So I think somebody is telling, how do I phrase this so it makes sense? In the Leo soap opera, we know somebody married or in a relationship with a toxic person. I call them Little Lord Fuckwit. You call them whatever they want. Their name might be Joe. I don't fucking know. Right? Whatever the case. They're telling Joe or Little Lord Fuckwit that it's over with you. Right? And it's making them feel relaxed only because it gets Little Lord Fuckwit off their back. I think that person that they're with, that toxic person, for a good number of you in the Leo soap opera, is paranoid about you on some level. Paranoid. There might be signs. They might have seen signs, little sniffs, maybe on social media, I don't know, that you're coming back in some capacity. Or they may just be having dreams about you. It may have come in energetically. I don't know. Your person's trying to put their mind at ease. All the while it puts them at ease, which all the while makes them actually think about coming towards you. So they're thinking about coming towards you, but I needed to tell you why. All right? And why this is a big deal, because it's a tower. It's major arcana. All right? And it's tied to this and that and that. And fuck my ass. Unreal. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card spot. Sometimes you guys show up here. 7 of Cups. What is it with you? What is it with position 6? This is you guys. Soon. I don't like being like this. I feel like I'm some kind of prophet. But anyway, soon you will have a plethora of choices. Soon you will. There's a moment coming here where you're not going to know what to do. Somebody's got an offer that they think you'll like. I don't think you will. Or I think you're not sure about it. I think you're worried about it. I'm going to give you a piece of advice here because this is you guys showing up. It's for a good number of you. Somebody's going to come, I'll just phrase it this way. Somebody comes to you with something and you end up like that guy. But the person coming to you with it is like, this is a no-brainer. You should say yes. It's almost like a pushy salesman kind of a thing. You'd be crazy not to buy this. I mean, you're not sure what to do. I need you to put fear down a little bit. It's feedbacking off the devil. It might feed some fears that you have. Fear in particular, not a fear of failure, more of a fear of being taken advantage of. You think everything will be okay, but you feel like you might be taken advantage of. So it's not really, it's a cousin to a fear of failure. Okay, I need you to put that down. Just question it. You're going to need to make a snap decision here. The energy says you make a good choice by accepting it. Okay, that's what the energy says. I'm just a talking hand on a fucking video. You do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. But it says if you spend too long dilly-dallying on this option, it goes away. And that's where you lose. All right? And this devil energy It wants it to go away. Why? Because it feels good when it goes away. I just got done telling you all about taking lollipops from little kids and standing there until they fucking cry, right? It is what it is. I mean, I've seen this energy, these frequencies of devil energy been driving me crazy for years now. They're just I sit back and I watch the public fall for them. I watch it all the time. It just wants to take away things. It just wants to do things. It's just, I don't know. It's just a crazy town energy. It wants you to not accept this. So it puts a fear in you that makes you all indecisive. All right, you need to know that so that you can discharge it and just make a decision. All right, you can short this energy out. It's just static energy. It's just bullshit. Okay? All right, that's all I'm saying. I see this energy all over Reddit. You always see these posts from people who don't care what's going on in the world. They just want to see liberals crying in the streets. That's all they want to see. That's their thing. That's their line. Liberals crying in the streets. They don't care what's going on. They don't care what's been taken away, what services have been shut down. They don't care. That's all they want. That's their end goal. They don't care what happens because of that. They don't care any of it. That's this energy. It's crazy. It is unreal. It is short-sighted and crazy. It affects you. I say that because it affects you in your life in the same way if you let this energy get a hold of you. You all have somebody around you that within the soulmate cycle that's affected by this energy. They just want to see you crying in the streets and they don't care if it goes away. They just want to make themselves feel better. It's all rooted in a hang-up that everybody's person, everybody's runner, everybody's got a soulmate that they're estranged from, whatever it is, whether it's your mom, a cousin, a runner, an ex, whatever it is. There's a past issue that this has to take root in. This energy needs something to take root on, right? If it's a piece of cake being put in front of you, you have to like cake. It has to know that you like cake, right? You know, as an example, as something to, you know. So there has to be a past issue for this to feed on and fuel. All right, so it is what it is. I don't know. Out in the public, it's usually people that feel like the world owed them something and it didn't give them what they wanted, right? They're not as successful as they should be. In some cases, it's an overinflation of ego. In the soulmate cycle, it tends to be somebody who grew up with bad parenting, somebody whose core programming is just a little off. And we talked about that in the I think it was the May 7th reading. Yeah. Anyway, Libra, position 7. So make your decision fast. The universe says you make a good decision. You're fine. You can pick the red one. It's okay. Position, and I harp on that because that's you guys. Okay? This is a good number of you. And this is the fact that this landed here, very important. It bleeds onto everything. All right? And I'm just trying to teach you about this energy. If you're watching me, I don't need to hear from you. I'm someone who wants liberals crying in the streets. That's fine. However whatever you do, I'm not at all. I'm very neutral. I don't care. I don't vote. I don't give a shit. I'm just watching. I'm here as an observer in this lifetime. I figured that out a long time ago. I'm just pointing it out. Whatever. If that's your belief, if you're someone like that, I don't need to hear from you. Usually you folks get a little violent. I don't really need it. I don't fucking care. I'm just telling you it's these 3 frequencies. All right. Otherwise, why the fuck would you think that? Why would you want anyone to be harmed in any way? Right? Come on. Everybody's equal. We need to stop that shit. All right. I know world peace isn't going to happen, but for God's sake, everybody matters. All right, try to remember that. And that phrase alone can diffuse this energy. Maybe we find a compromise. How about that? You know, kind of a thing. Position 7, how high-minded that would be. Position 7, Libra, 9 of Wands. Somebody feels like you're trying to avoid them. That's what they think. They think you're trying to avoid them. It's sort of like this girl, somebody's trying to reach me, and I got this girl taking my calls. You're out there trying to reach me, and I got this girl taking my calls. And Steve's not here right now. I don't know when he'll be back. I'll give him the message, and you feel like I never get the message. You see what I'm saying? That's what that energy is. I don't know who it is. I have no idea. If you are trying to avoid somebody, you're doing a fucking crackerjack job. Let me tell you, good for you. Scorpio, position 8. Let's get rolling here. I've had to give a big lesson on this devil energy, but it's for good purpose. You know, it's important. People don't understand this shit. They don't, you know. Most of the time, mental illness aside, there are no bad people. There's just bad energy around them that got a hold of them. That's my experience. That's what I've noticed. You know, but devil energy is like an 8 swords kind of an energy. You can't get someone out of it. The Hermit. You're going deep here, Scorpio. Position 8. Slice number 8. If this, you don't have to be a Scorpio. I'm not your astrologer. You're going deep here. You're doing some philosophical thinking. Some of you are thinking about where you're going in life. You guys are showing up here again. You're really giving some thought to where you're going in life. Somebody else attached to you knows this, and they're thinking about you thinking. Okay? I'm going to take you on a deep journey here. I feel like we're on some kind of... I feel like the band Cream should be playing the background music here. Tales of Brave Ulysses and shit like that. I feel like, you know... I feel like you're going on you're beginning a spiritual journey and somebody else is picking up on this. I think it's rattling them. I think they're worried that spiritual journey might take you away from them. I don't know. You might want to, if somebody starts acting squirrely around you, we'll see what happens, what actions they take tomorrow. But if somebody starts acting squirrely around you, you might want to let them know that, you know, hey, be cool, you know. Sagittarius, we start moving things out of the way. Here we go. Position 9, sometimes part of the cycle, sometimes not. All right, it's always a pain in my ass, if you will. Knight of Pentacles. Oh, it's not a pain in my ass today. This is really nice. You're like a regular pull. Oh, my God. Someone attached to you, you may have, I don't know what you're doing. I have no idea. Let's assume, let's take an example that you started a new relationship with somebody. You just started dating somebody or you've made a new friend. This could be future influence for you, but this is the easiest way for me to explain it, so just catch my drift. You've made a new friend. You've just started dating somebody. You've been on 1 date, right? Maybe 2. This person already thinks things are moving too slow. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. You know, hey, I'll be telling them to chill out. Hey, remember the 3-date rule. All right, we've only been on 2 dates. If the 3rd date goes well, I'll bang you. You know, that's, you know, I don't know. Whatever it is, I feel like I need to add the word already. It could be a new business you started with somebody. It could be a new project at work. It could be whatever. There's somebody with ants in their pants that already thinks things are moving too slow. All right, just, I don't know what actions they're going to take towards you. They're going to do something to try to push you along, right? Whatever it is, I have no idea. I mean, if it's a dating thing, they may just make a move, right? But I think you think that's too soon. If it's a business thing, they may make a move, but I think you think that's too soon, right? You know, it is what it is. Wait, we haven't even beta tested the product yet. You can't just put it out. What the hell? You know, that kind of a thing. Somebody's really antsy. All right. And on the dating side, get your damn hand out of my pants. We just met 2 hours ago. All right. Capricorn, position 10. The High Priestess. Somebody, you got a secret crush. This is a good one. I like this. This is a nice energy. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of having to tell people about devil energies right now. But with Pluto retrograde and Aquarius and everything going on, I got no choice. It's my job to tell you about the energies, and it's my job to take shit for it. Okay, so it's fine. It's cool. I'm used to it. Don't worry about it. It's what the mute button's for on social media. The High Priestess. You got a secret crush. That's the best thing I can tell you. I can't wait to pull on that tomorrow in the weekly reading and see what actions they're going to take. Aquarius, position 11. Sometimes my other wild card spot. You already showed up here tied to this devil trying to jam you up about making a decision that you should make quickly. Right? That's how you beat this guy. I don't know. Let's see if you guys show up here or if this is somebody else. You don't have to be an Aquarius. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. If I put car names, this would be Chevy. Okay? Car brands, we'll say. This is a Chevy. Maybe, you know what? Maybe Etzel. How about that? We got to give Etzel some time. Or not. Ace of Wands. It feels like an Ace of Wands. I Freudian slipped. I'm well aware it's an Ace of Swords. Huh. Huh. Somebody's had, it's not you, it's somebody attached to you. They've had an epiphany. I think you're welcome to my world. There's always somebody around me, offline usually, that's had an epiphany. They've had an idea. They got an idea about energy or about anything, about cars, about anything I do, guitars, whatever. If somebody's going to, somebody's figured some things out, learned some things, and they won't tell you about it. It starts in their brain and it comes out. I think you could see through it. We'll see what actions they take. Right now, they're in the learning process or having the epiphany. And then they immediately think of telling you about it because it might impress you. Right? We got a lot in the energy right now of the DMs trying to impress the DFs. It might impress you. So right now, and what are they thinking and feeling? They're thinking this thing I learned will impress Steve's viewer. We'll see if they come towards you with it tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow we clarify. Same reading, but we clarify. Pisces, position 12, always read with 1 and 5. 5, I've never been completely sure why. Don't care. Doesn't matter. It'd take me forever to figure out exactly why. But by default, it also ties, because 5 sometimes ties to 3, Gemini. By default, we apparently have a 3 of Pentacles here too. So we got a Tower, 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and a 3 of Wands. Wow. Pair of 3s and a Tower and 10 of Swords. Do I want to say somebody? I don't want to say that. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like what I'm about to say is wrong, but not in the sense that, oh, I'm dead wrong. It's just I'm not putting it at the right angle. Somebody is making a snap decision to put it into something and to build something with you. It's not wrong. It's just phrased from the wrong direction. It's sort of a... you've got your sights on somebody and they need to take care of some business first, and they know that. They're thinking about the business they have to take care of first before you and them can go on some kind of journey. Now, this could just be trip planning with a friend. It could be. I don't know. They got to find somebody. Before we could plan the trip, I got to find somebody to take care of my parrot. That kind of a thing. I don't know, right? I got the neighbor kids for that. But, he likes them better than me. So, he don't mind when I'm not around. He don't, go fishing, Steve. It's fine, It could be anything like that here. But some sort of new direction is in the cards for you, or somebody has that in mind for you or with you. Okay? I'll phrase it like that. Tough one to read. Tough one to read for thousands of people. Can I put it that way? Because it's the end of the story, it's for a good number of you. Remember, the corners are a big deal. Kind of tie together. So by default, it sort of ties with the devil too. All right, let's go. 3 cards and a bottom card. What are they thinking and feeling? Add it all up, universe. Add it up. It's important you understand these devil energies so you won't fall prey to them. Whether it's a piece of cake, right? Whether it's a piece of cake or seeing your neighbors crying in the streets, whatever it is, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Always take the long view. You know what kills this energy? The long view. That's what kills that energy. You have to ask the question, if you're under this devil energy spell, what have I become? That's the question. You may not like it. Oh my God, how dare he say I have to ask, what have I become? Right. Just by the fact that you reacted that way means you're in that devil energy. I ask myself that all the time, just to make sure I'm never in that energy. At least 3 times a year, I ask, what have I become? And I take a look back, It keeps me from getting an ego about anything I do. It keeps my sense of humor intact, and it keeps these frequencies away from me. All right? Anyway, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. King of Cups. So every once in a while, ask yourself whether, no need to get pissy. If you get pissy, you're already in this energy. It's just a question. What have I become? Take a look back at the last few months of your life and make sure you like who you are. That's all. It's not fucking rocket science. Anybody that gets pissed, well, how dare you? I'm going to see the tweet. I'm going to see it come by. How dare you, you fucker. What do we do? What have I become? What have you become? You're the liar, Steve. I've seen the tweet a million times. It happens. It's proof. It's verifiable proof that you're in that energy. All I do is hit the mute button because there's nothing I can say to that person that's going to change their point of view. Nothing. It doesn't matter. It's an 8 swords category of energy. Right? So the only people I'm helping by saying take a look at yourself are the people that aren't in this energy right now. Because the people that are going to refuse to ask, what have I become? How dare he? Right? How dare I? Right? I do declare. Y'all going to become debutantes. Okay. Southern Bells. Here we go with the angel. Right? You're the angel. I'm just going to paraphrase this energy. You're the angel. Remember that. The DF side is the devil killer. Right? Make your decisions. And look, this is the 7 of Cups I wanted for here. Because it's got my wizard who says just pick one. Right? Straight up. You are, in essence, the DF side is becoming, especially as we move deeper and deeper into Pluto retrograde. You're becoming, you're becoming the devil killer in a way. Right? You got Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Right? I guess the DF is Buffy the Devil Slayer. I mean, in this particular case. Kill them with kindness. That's all you can do in your thoughts and your emotions. Kill them with kindness. It'll confuse this energy. Okay? It will. Right. Plain and simple. That's the best I can do. I'm just trying to help around this. I know I'm going to catch shit for it, but it's just a simple question. It's good to stop every once in a while. You can phrase it however you want. But ask, what have I become? Take a look at the last few months and see if you like what you see. If you're burning villages and pillaging things, ask yourself. Then go a layer deeper and say, well, why am I happy with that? Right? You have to keep going deeper. The problem is this energy tends not to let you, because it's an 8 swords category of energy. You can get delusions of grandeur within it. It tends to, like his body, right? He thinks he's awesome, kind of a thing. Look at those abs, kind of a thing. You tend to get a little bit of delusions of grandeur. Which tends to prevent you from going deeper and deeper. It puts a glass ceiling on how deep you can go or how high you can go. Anyway, keep your thoughts sweet like this little girl right here, and you'll be fine on the DF side. Okay? That's your reading. Tomorrow we find out what actions they're going to take based on this context. All right? That's your reading. Good luck.